Okay, so this lesson is going to be about setting up your Amazon business, steps you'll need to take, and then finally, we'll be talking about setting up your Amazon account in the next video. So this is just setting up the foundation. Okay, so let's get into it. So a couple steps is you're going to want to form a business entity. That can be a limited liability company, a corporation, S-corp, C-corp, or if you want to just go sole prop, you can do that as well. It all depends on your specific situation. So people always ask me, what's the difference between an LLC and an S-corp? So, and from my understanding, an LLC is just an LLC. It doesn't mean it's taxed differently. So basically all of your income is counted as profit with an LLC. And from what I understand it, an S-corp, you are your own employee under your own company. So you pay yourself with the check. So it automatically transfers from your business bank account to your personal bank account. And you're taxed on that. So at the end, you'll only pay taxes. At the end of the year, you're taxed depending on your income, your brackets. You kind of go by the brackets. It's a bit complicated for me to explain because I'm not a financial advisor. But from my understanding, a S-corp has more benefits than a limited liability company. So when I started with an LLC, and then once I started doing 50K months, around 3 or 4 months into doing Amazon, I switched over to an S-corp because my CPA said that it was best for me to be my own employee under my own company, and so that way I can save on taxes at the end of the year. So they both have their pros and cons. My recommendation is to talk to your financial advisor to see which option is best for you, because it's all different for everybody. It depends if you have a lot to lose. Like for example, if you have a house or if you have cars under your name, you may want to separate yourself from the business. So that way, if anybody tries to sue you, knock on wood, hope they don't, but just in case anyone does, they are coming after your company and not your personal assets. So yeah. So the next thing you're going to want to get is an EIN, is your business's social security number. So this is mandatory. Amazon asks for this on the application when you're signing up. You can get one for, depends on the state. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it's a little fee. Or you can outsource this to a LegalZoom or InkFile or stuff like that. There's companies that get this for you. But it also depends how fast you want it. There's also expedited packages that these companies provide for you if you don't want to wait. I'll get into that in just a couple seconds. And seller permit. Seller permit is a business license, and that goes hand in hand with a resale certificate. So I'll get into that in just a second. So this is where you would get your LLC or your corp filed. So LegalZoom has a service, and they are great if you need it ASAP. If you want it ASAP, they have an expedited package. When I got mine, I got it through LegalZoom. I paid around $1,300 because I wanted it ASAP. I was kind of desperate. I just wanted to start selling on Amazon like today. So once I got the expedited, it was here in 2 days. Went to the bank, got my business bank account, and then I started selling on Amazon literally the following week. So it depends on your situation. If you can wait, then go ahead and wait. File it yourself or outsource to somebody. Or you can use a CPA or a lawyer to do it for you. It all depends on you and like what type of urgency you may have or stuff like that. It's like 2-3 weeks. If you go through LegalZoom, it's going to be like $1,300. It's expedited. It'll be here in 2 days. So you can kind of decide how you want to go about it. And then keep in mind, all of these fees or these charges on your card are write-offs at the end of the year because they are startup expenses. Even this course is also a write-off because it's an educational purpose towards your business. And just like I mentioned before, the seller permit and the resale certificate go hand in hand together because the number that's on your seller permit will be used on your resale certificate. And the resale certificate is basically just a template. You fill it out for every retail website that you want to be not paying sales tax on. So Walmart has it. You can file it for Home Depot if you want to get some boxes, some supplies. You can show them your seller's permit, or you can go online and kind of upload the resale certificate. specifying what type of materials or stuff you're going to be using and for what purposes. I always put resale. And then for every transaction, you don't pay any sales tax. Okay, so the next steps to setting up is going to be opening a business bank account. So once you get your EIN, your LLC, you're going to take those documents, go to the bank, schedule an appointment, sit down with the banker for around 2 hours, and then they're going to set up your business account. And then maybe at the end, they'll offer you a business credit card depending on your personal credit. They may offer you one or they may not. If they don't, you can apply for I think it's the Spark 2% cashback card. That one is good for if you have a low credit limit. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that, but so leveraging business credit cards, it's good for your business to scale. And if they offer you a business credit card at the end of your business account, you don't even have to touch any of your personal money to start off. You can just fund your business with that credit card that they give you, that they offer you. And it's great because you start building your business credit, and then maybe later down the line, any bank whatever bank you bank with will offer you a line of credit. And it's always good to have lines of credits on standby just in case an opportunity presents itself. You have that line of credit right there, and then you can use that money to your liking. So a couple action steps for you guys is going to be form the business entity, or if you want to start as with your personal information, you can. Get the EIN number and your seller's permit, open a business bank account, and maybe get a credit card if you get approved. And then open the Amazon Pro Seller account. And we're going to get into that in the next video. All right. And then just a couple things to think about is get familiar how you want to operate your business. Whether you want to do FBA, you want to do FBM, do you want to operate out of your house? Do you want to use a prep center? We'll get into all of this stuff in a couple lessons. Okay. See you guys on the next one.